where was Bhaiyaji born? Where was
Okay.
I?
In Manoj's brain.
Yes. Yes.
Teaser is amazing. There's just like this shot, like
Right.
this one shot. This is all proper action packed.
Proper.
Manoj, did you see yourself doing this? Like, you're only now saying that I thought he'll go and make with Akshay or someone. Why? Why?
But he was adamant. He was
Okay.
stubborn. He came after me. He said, "No, you have to do
You
it.
have to do it."
उसको हिंदी में क्या बोलता था? सर, मैं ना जब आपके पाँव पड़ेंगे ना तो पत्ते उड़ाना चाहता हूँ सर.
We've seen action in South
In
films,
South films, right.
and some Bollywood films
Yeah.
too, wherein एक
Yeah.
कोनी से चार लोग उड़
Everybody.
जाते हैं.
This is your 100th film?
100th film.
30 years.
By chance, the director went on IMDb and he found out this is going to be my 100th film.
100th film and 30 years,
Yeah.
Manoj. It goes in a flash when you shut your eyes and think about it?
No, not really.
And you know it.
No, not
you
really.
know
A lot of work is
what,
done.
how much water has
Yeah,
flown under
yeah,
the bridge.
yeah.
You know it. It has been a roller coaster ride.
Yeah. Manoj, Shabana, welcome to Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm very excited to have both of you together. I've been around for many years, you know that,
Right.
but never got a chance to do this before.
Yeah, we haven't done it either, Rohit.
Together, yeah, we've never
No.
done it. Yeah.
Right. So ladies first, Manoj. Here
Yes,
I'll start here
please.
first.
Right.
आपका नाम पोस्टर पे देख रहा हूँ. बहुत टाइम के बाद ये डिसीजन हुआ. What was the decision of becoming a producer and what went behind it?
Okay, Rohit. The thing is, the germ of the idea came into my mind when there was a time many years ago when Manoj wanted to do certain kind of movies, and they were not happening. And I said, why don't we produce? We fix a budget and look for finances and start producing. Manoj stayed with the idea for a bit. He said, let me think about it. But slowly we both kind of were on the same page and wanted to produce. So this idea has organically happened over the years, and this is the time when we have Mr. Manoj Bajpayee with us. And he's hot cake.
नहीं, hot cake, but
But people are ready to invest.
We have done Bhosle, but that was under my name.
Not your name.
Yeah, Manoj Bajpayee production, remember?
Right.
So we produced, co-produced two films, Bhosle and Missing.
Missing also.
Missing with Tabu. Okay.
Missing, you were
Yeah.
a huge part of.
Huge part of it. Yeah.
Right. So this time her name is there on the poster. I feel very happy to see your name on
Yeah.
the poster.
Thank you
Manoj,
so
why this took so long? And she said you were thinking you'll take time. What was the thought going on in your mind?
This was very clear in my head that I am not going to be, taking charge of the ideation and taking care of the finances, where the area I'm very bad at. And she's very good.
Okay.
She's really good with creative ideation and also taking care of the budget, and she has pretty good sense of finances. So she's the one who was in my mind going to be completely involved with all of that.
Okay.
While I'll be busy with the casting and the
Creation.
and the creation of it. But the creative input that is still depending very much on her.
Right.
Everybody's looking at her approval is when we come up with the first draft of the script.
Okay.
Because she's very blunt and straightforward, and
Yeah.
verging on being rude.
I'm not being
So
rude.
no, but yes, those are the points. If she's giving 10 points, brutal ones, 9 of them are implemented.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she's always been a voracious reader. She has pretty good idea about these stories and watching content from all over the world. That also makes quite a lot of.
Right.
And slowly, when we started happening.
And we did have Vikram Khakkar,
Vikram
who's our
Khakkar,
partner,
Yeah.
Yes.
strongly present.
And he is very adamant, and very. He was all the time, calling her, pushing her to participate.
Especially in the last 2
Yeah,
years.
in the last 2 years, he's been very adamant about Shabana coming into it very actively.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how
That's how it is,
things
yeah.
have been panned out.
Right. So far, she was the boss at home. Now she's the boss on the set also.
I mean, she's not the boss.
No, I'm not the boss on the set, but
Okay.
I do see there are with production, and since it stewed for so many years, we we had our basics sorted between us.
That's important.
Like you know, the cost, the budget, the days, number of days, the kind of actors. So every film is not going to be a Manoj Bajpayee film.
Okay. Okay.
Right now, the bouquet that we have, Manoj is scheduled to do 2 films with us.
Okay.
That's it, yeah.
And Manoj will also be creatively producing those films with us.
Okay.
But we have a fantastic team, Rohit, and everything is on the table, and we all are allowed to vomit out our thoughts. You know, be absolutely clear. Vis-a-vis budgeting, Vikram and I are pretty much on the same page, and then we always come back to Manoj once we have a framework
Right.
ready
So there's a
for
plan to
his
produce a
approval
lot
as
more.
well. Yeah.
Right.
So most of the films that we are going to produce,
And
na-
OTT content.
and OTT content, 95% or of those projects don't have me. You know, so. But yes, as she said it so rightly, that I'll be monitoring it creatively.
Okay.
Just
no.
the films that you're
yeah.
acting in.
And
The
all-
rest we will figure it out.
Okay. Okay. Also, when you all are working together, you all also want another creative, like-minded people. Like, you have already made films with them before. What kind of people are you all looking at working with? What kind of people are around? Do you want to tell us about your team, your co-producers, directors?
Like Vinod Bhanushali
Yes,
is in
yeah.
this one, Bhaiya ji. We've always,
SSO is also there.
but with Vinod ji, we've given such a cult film, Sirf Ek Banda
Sirf
Kafi.
Ek Banda Kafi.
And the director like Apur Singh Karki, who's such and he was so young and and such a fine mind when it comes to this genre, mainstream. And with Apurva, we are also planning to go on floor with our next one.
Wow.
Okay.
In London.
In London, where we'll be the main producers.
Even with Rahul Chitela.
Yeah.
Mm,
So yeah,
somewhere down
because
the line.
Rahul Chitala, who's directed Gulmohar.
Yes.
So with the people who are not only great minds, but people who are easy.
Easy. Yeah. That's what you want. After,
Yeah. People whose priorities are films.
Films.
And
Not
nothing
the
else.
riffraff around
Not the
it.
riffraff
Riffraff
around
around
it.
it.
Because that's how we have led our life.
Yeah.
And people who are really good human beings.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
After a point, that's priority. That is top priority.
Otherwise, how a film will take about 4 to 5 months to get to completion. If you have to deal with somebody who's not on the same page as you,
Yeah,
who's
bilkul.
not on the same train or bus as you, it gets very difficult.
Very difficult.
Yeah,
very
very
difficult.
difficult. Right. Where was Bhaiyaji born? Where was
Okay.
that?
In Manoj's brain.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
She's right. So the story was always there in my mind.
Okay.
And this is based on a true story that has happened with one guy, one student who went back to his village, and his life changed after that. After the death of his father, he went back to the village, and he was doing very well in studies. Okay, he was preparing for UPSC, but that story was there in my mind. And when we were shooting for Banda in Jodhpur, just like that, I was narrating this story to Apurva and the writer, and Apurva jumped up. He said, "I'm a big fan of Telugu and Tamil commercial films." And growing up in Nainital, I always had this dream of giving a tribute to those films, that genre. Okay, please give it to me, please. And I wanted to make a middle of the road or independent film on that idea.
Okay.
And the idea was to explore the emotion of revenge. Okay, because we made many revenge stories, but we could not explore that emotion as to why that happens.
Right.
What is the driving force? Okay, so getting into the details of the mind. Okay, so that was my idea, but he was so adamant. I had to really give it up. I thought that he will make it with Akshay or or he
No,
will.
no, no, no. But
No.
the great thing about Appu is that he moves with the emotion.
Yeah,
Right.
he has.
But he does. If Sirf Ek Banda shows us one thing, it says him as a director, he moves with the emotion, but he wanted the drama and the action around
Right.
it. So we have like a
That is why
nice.
the Desi Superstar,
Yeah,
MB100,
Yeah.
you know, these are all the template that they use in Telugu commercial
Yeah,
films,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So not for any other reason. It's just giving tribute to
Right.
those makers and those films.
Those kind of films.
Yeah.
Right. The teaser is amazing. There's just like this shot, like, this one shot. This is all proper action packed.
Proper.
Manoj, did you see yourself doing this? Like, you're only now saying that I thought he'll go and make with Akshay or someone. Why? Why?
But he was adamant. He was
Okay.
stubborn. He came after me. He said, "No, you have to do
You
it.
have to do it.
उसको हिंदी में क्या बोलता था? सर, मैं ना जब आपके पाँव पड़ेंगे ना तो पत्ते उड़ाना चाहता हूँ सर."
Bilkul, yeah, that shows in the teaser.
So I don't want to make it with anybody else.
Yeah.
With anybody else, it will be an usual affair. With you, it will be a first time.
Right.
That audience will see.
Also a first time, not just the audiences will see Manoj. It's very interesting to have Manoj Bajpayee doing this.
Bilkul.
I think
It
it's
is.
lovely.
No, the teaser is amazing. Whoever has cut the teaser,
Yeah.
it's a brilliant teaser. It shows you as a absolutely all new action hero now.
Right, and Sandeep Chauta has done
Yeah.
magic. I
Yeah.
personally feel that Sandeep is magical as a background scorer in this film, and with all the teasers
Right,
and
you're-
the trailer that he has done.
Right. You're not new to action, Satya. You started with action
But
only.
this action, Rohit,
is different.
different.
This is how we've seen action in South
In
films,
South films, right.
and some Bollywood films
Yeah.
too, wherein एक
Yeah.
कोनी से चार लोग उड़
Everybody-
जाते हैं.
Right. It's great to see you in this. Also, I've followed your career, Manoj, from the start. There was a time 10 years ago, there was this talk that, Manoj doesn't get his due. Today, nobody, Manoj, will say that because, you're on the poster of this. When I travel on the road, there are hoardings of you, say, on Amazon, and you're everywhere.
Right.
Today,
Touch wood.
do we touch wood? And it's great. We are very happy with that. Do you think that feeling is now the thing of the past? You think you've got your due?
No. See, I think let me
Yeah,
answer
yeah.
that.
No, I would like to know.
You answer.
Yeah.
Let me answer that for you. No, the thing is, life is a process. And learning is a process. And all your life you keep building, then you may fail, but you rebuild. And that's what life is.
Right.
So yes, it's a great period. Wow.
Right.
What happens 10 years hence, can either of us...
Nobody can predict.
We can't.
Right.
So live in the moment, enjoy it, grow from it, and take the next step forward.
Right.
I think that's how we have chosen to live our lives.
Right.
So when even those 10 years back, when things were being talked like that, we still
You
put
also
one
continue
step
to work.
ahead of the other and lived our day. So even this is not like, ooh, look at us, see. We are not
Don't get
that.
carried away.
No, but she's right that I mean, as individual human beings, we've now never been kind of people who got completely depressed because of the time is not good.
We
Professional,
managed.
you manage.
Yeah.
You will take it as a practical challenge, and you manage it. And if the time is looking good, make the best of it.
And again manage.
And again manage. So it's how you look at it. It's how you look at it. Yes, there is a struggle in between, but in the end, when you are coming to a different city to make a career for your own, you can't afford to be depressed for a very long time.
Yeah.
No, it's what you call it. He calls it an indulgence.
Right. Also the thing about you, there are so many people in the room. If I ask each one, everybody will have a different Manoj Bajpayee favorite movie. I see you differently. Everybody sees you differently. First question to you is, what do you like to see him on screen? What do you think he does best?
See, I think I was the first person to tell him this. And then it started rotating in the media because I said, this is a good line, Manoj, this is a good line. So I said, listen, you have the most enviable filmography
True. Yeah.
compared to any actor from any
Yeah.
generation. You should be proud of just that. Forget everything
What
else.
is your favorite? He's asking.
My favorite.
A movie, a genre.
Yeah.
No, not a movie or genre. I have loved all his performances, but I'll tell you this. So, I'd gone to see Pinjar with Manoj and Mukul Dev. There's just an
Right.
incident. I love
Please.
almost all of his movies.
Right.
I'd gone to see it in the movie hall in Infinity 1. And I was obviously very moved and I was crying.
2004.
Howling.
2003.
I was,
Crying, not
I was
crying,
howling
howling.
on the
Howling.
seat.
Okay.
These two guys ignore me, get up and walk away. I have to console myself, put myself together,
Mukul didn't want to.
and then join them.
Didn't want to own it up. He said, she's not
And
with
you,
us.
what?
He also didn't want to.
Yeah, he also didn't want to own it up.
So yeah. And another incident is when obviously Ava was there when Aligarh was getting released, and
right.
so Manoj said, "चलो movie hall में तो जाके नहीं देख पाओगी." She was too young.
Okay.
हंसल के ऑफिस में आ जाओ, मैं दिखाता हूँ. ठीक है. Very hesitantly, I said, "Okay, fine. Come. Let's go. Let me finish this off." I went there. They put me in one
The edit room.
the edit room, and Manoj and Hansel were in his office. I saw the film. They knew, हाँ अभी खत्म हो रही है. They were right outside. I rushed out. I said, "You guys are sick."
You know, it
Because
was
moved me
not
so
that mild.
much.
She came out and I said, and Hansel said, "So Shabana, how was it?" And Shabana didn't even stop to respond to that. She
Just
didn't even stop to take the lift. She went down four floors down, walking, and took an auto rickshaw and went away. And Hansel was quite bothered. उसको अच्छी नहीं लगी क्या? उसको अच्छी नहीं लगी. मैंने बहुत अच्छी लगी. It's just that she didn't want to cry here.
Yeah, right.
So I'm a huge fan
Yeah,
of Manoj's films, and I say it unabashedly that enviable filmography.
It is, yeah. We all are. Manoj, now after watching this teaser, I feel you can do this, and you're good at this, and you're great at it. What do you like? What do you enjoy doing as an actor? Given a choice ahead, what genre would you?
I like middle of the road cinema.
Middle of the road.
Yeah, I just love it. It has everything. It gives me that space to explore the character, and it also takes care of the pace of the film. Okay, it doesn't become too indulgent.
Right.
Yeah, but I've almost watched all the independent films from all over the world. What I like about independent films that they are so non-compromising when it comes to cinema as a medium of art. This is what I love about it. But personally, in India, I would love to feature in most of the middle of the road cinema, because it is accessible, it is entertaining, and it says a very unique story also, and it gives space to all the creative people to indulge here and there.
Also, it makes life real. It's in real space and time. It's not.
But this is what with Bhaiya ji also, what Apurva has done.
Apurva is very good with
he's
that.
very good. That it's so culturally rooted, Bhaiya ji. It doesn't compromise there. That just for the heck of it, we are going to show him a certain other a person coming from somewhere else. No, he's from a village. He's the interpersonal relationship on the screen is very real, coming from that culture. His reason for revenge is very real. Coming from that area.
So the whole emotional stuff is absolutely real. But when the action starts,
Yeah.
then yes, one elbow, four guys gone.
No, it's not that.
Right. You know, you also playing a very important part by watching a lot of content, like he says. What do you sit and watch? What is your
At
See,
1 o'clock in the night,
Huh.
I'm both our daughter and I, we wake up hearing this horror film sound, background music,
no.
and
Right
she's
now,
watching horror films.
no, right now, not much horror content out there, but I watch a lot of documentaries.
Okay.
Yeah, document is quite a lot.
Um,
Okay.
And document is about what? Serial killers, psychopaths.
No.
Recently, which one?
I like this woman Lucy Liu,
Hmm.
and she does Our America.
Right.
And I find it very interesting to look at America. You see America on the news as a certain
Right.
thing, and then you get to see America as a certain in a certain light,
Hmm.
wherein she's talking about the issues of what's going on there. Similarly, I like to watch a lot of Lullen Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Again, get to know what's happening in our world here. Then a lot of documentaries about a lot of issues, be it diet related, be it society related, be it girl-child related. I watch everything.
Nice. That's
I
great.
find stories. I feel I find stories there.
Yeah. But you also learn acting from documentary.
Yes.
Do you know?
You learn acting from?
From you can actually learn great deal about acting if you're watching documentary.
Watching documentaries.
Because those are real people.
Yeah.
And they are not conscious
The
of
way
the
they are
camera.
talking. So when he's talking about South Indian cinema as well, what is lacking here is वहाँ पे वो लुंगी को जैसे उठा के बांध लेता है या फिर फावड़ा लेके जैसे बैठ जाता है जमीन पे. We are not seeing that, or we're seeing it in a very deliberate, fictional way. वहाँ पे ऐसा लगता है कि ये यही करता है रोज.
That's true. Yeah, that's really true. They must be, yeah.
So if I,
They are
we
very
kind of
rooted.
They're very
rooted.
right. You know, to both of you, when you're watching something, I can just watch it as an audience. Both of you, how do you separate the actor in you and enjoy it?
I don't know about Manoj, but
I mean, like I was watching this Anatomy of a Fall. Never for once I could, think that I'm an actor and I'm learning this. When I watch a film, when I watch it, and then I feel that there was something amazing, in this film, then I watch it again.
Right.
But I fast forward it. Okay, let me see that scene, how the actor has approached it. So now you are not only seeing what is there on the screen, but what must have happened just before action.
Yeah, right,
Okay.
exactly.
You know?
You think of all these things.
Yeah, so you start thinking of all of those things.
Right.
Yeah.
I tend to watch things all over again, not like pause and
Right.
fast forward,
Okay.
just to understand why, what got me, where it got me. So I'm not just looking at the performances, but I'm also looking at how they've scripted, edited, what worked, why it worked, why did I get a lump in my throat or something. If something's really caught my eye, not just every content. So I will go back and revisit just to understand that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But as an actor, I'm not involved. I'll just be appreciative. Because as an
you can watch
actor,
it.
I feel, again, I'm on a set, I'm with a director. It's a very, see, our filmmaking or even content for OTT, it is very organic.
Right.
It will always be organic because you and me are working. Rohit, you may say, I want it done a certain way. I may have something in mind. Then we both will collaborate for that one shot. And then you'll remind me, since this shot has gone like this, and I think the natural progression is this, and then I'll tell you, but is it okay if I do it this way? And you'll be like, yeah, it looks good. So as a performer, I can't relate myself to the film that I'm watching.
Right.
Like when I saw Gangubai, I really liked it.
Okay.
And I loved Alia in it. But was I thinking if I was there?
Yeah.
No.
No.
If I was it's already done and gone.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
What is if I was there?
Right, fair enough.
I know. Yeah. So I appreciate it.
Right. You know, I can't not ask you. You understand this industry and cinema so well. You watch so much. Uh, any thoughts of doing this again? Any thought of coming and
I
acting?
will be.
You will
See,
be.
Rohit, I was, stuff was not happening around the time I got pregnant in
Correct.
any case. And then you think you'll have a child and the child grows. That's not it. You're invested.
Yeah,
you have to be invested. And so, yes, I was our daughter's primary caregiver, tutor, cook, everything. So once it started, I thought it was, why would you have a child? Like I was just telling somebody, like either I've had 5-6 kids and they're all over the place and I have no idea.
सब पल गए.
I have no idea what to do with them. But that one kid that I really wanted to have and I've had, and then I say, okay, बच्चे का ख्याल रख लीजिएगा आप, and then मैं निकल जाऊँ.
You're not that
It just
person.
felt wrong to
Right.
me. So yes, there was nothing great coming my way,
Right.
and nothing great was happening. See, OTT hadn't started.
I
then.
didn't start it. Correct. Today is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, today is different. There's a lot of work for a lot of actors, a lot of creatives, and it's a wonderful space. You know, in whatever amount of money, but at least there's work and at
Right.
least there's
There are
money
choices
coming
there.
in.
Right.
The choices are there. Even content-wise, you know, if I chugged along and said, "Oh, make one commercial Hindi film with me," how many
As in
people are
what?
going to get excited about that today?
But today it's different. What would you like to do? Today, this is the interview.
I know. I know. See, Rohit, it's not like in all of these years work wasn't coming to me.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
People were always getting in touch with me. And when this whole casting director stuff had started, the casting directors were, ma'am, this, the ad, this is the thing. I had done one Nestle ad when Ava was about 2 or 3 years old, which was not very comfortable because she's on set with me, but I am shooting and I don't see the
very
kid. I am not comfortable in a set full of people. So it was 3 or 4 days of shoot. Those lovely people I worked with. And a lot of big directors and big productions have gotten in touch with me. But the kind of role they were offering me. तो मतलब एक तो जाओ मतलब बच्चे को छोड़ के उसके बाद you are not even happy about it. So
इसको कहते हैं भोजपुरी में कि न खाया न पिया, गिलास थोड़ा बाहर आने.
So but
yeah, coming to what would you like to do?
Honestly, I felt sorry about this. I felt so good that people still remembered me.
Of course, right.
And they wanted me back. Or if somebody would recognize me on the street or something, I'd be like, oh my God, inside.
So what would you like to do?
Yeah, coming to my question.
I would probably, see, my best bet as of now would be OTT.
Right.
And I'm
Something
seeing
on
a lot
OTT.
of actresses great, doing that.
Great, yeah. It's a great time.
But also with producing stuff, it's also, Ishan, I'm sorry we didn't discuss this, but it's so empowering.
Right.
For somebody who was thinking, where is the work?
Yeah.
Why are they it was such a sensational debut and everybody talked. Why aren't people curious? And such a hardworking person, such a good person, what's wrong? Here I am, I myself am empowered, and through our production, we are empowering voices out there.
Empowerment.
We are and also to remember not to get corrupt.
Yeah, absolutely. Big.
How
to do that?
Also to remember,
no.
So you don't by saying, when you say, oh, now Manoj Bajpayee, this. We are saying, theek hai, ho gaya. So we will always be in that space. We just want to be that space, that place where people can come,
right,
be creatively involved.
That's it. True.
And we make good content.
Right. So 100 films.
Yeah.
This is your 100th film.
100th film.
30 years.
By chance, the director went on IMDb and he found out this is going to be my 100th film.
100th film and 30 years, Manoj. it goes in a flash when you shut your eyes and think about it?
No,
Or-
not really.
And you know it.
No, not
You
really.
know
A lot of work is
what,
gone.
how much water has
Yeah,
flown under the
yeah,
bridge.
yeah.
You know it. It has been a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
But what I if I pat my back, I pat my back for only one thing. I never felt discouraged even for a bit, even for a moment. I mean, yes, you at times what happens that you feel low when the things are not going your way, but those moments never lasted for very long, and she knows it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And we've been very, very, open whenever we kind of, sat together in the living room, and we've been brutal with it. I mean, she's been very brutal about certain things which she thought that is not right the way I was thinking. So that used to wake me up.
Right,
Immediately you would kind of pull up your socks and you start, getting out. You start meeting people, start asking for work. That is one thing that I'm very good at.
See, when you're talking about those days 10 years back, he was already appreciated as an actor a
Yeah,
lot.
since the beginning.
By that time there was again, there was a certain number of films that you've done, and my God, what films and this and that. I think the most difficult time was when everybody is so appreciative.
Right.
And then you are making me struggle over XYZ vis-a-vis a film or XYZ vis-a-vis whatever, It was like, what? When do you come out and appreciate me openly?
Right.
And give me the money.
Yeah.
Let's cut to the chase. Give me the money that I deserve.
Absolutely. Right. Manoj, as just an observer of this industry, I have to say, you should only be proud. Like, this is just, look at your career, 30 years, 100 films, one after the other, critically acclaimed. Now you're a household name with Family Man. There's everything to be proud of.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much. Thank you.
But
Rohit.
lastly, your name is on the poster. Please tell people, when is it releasing? This is going to be another pressure. You're the lead man of this.
Right.
You're the producer.
24th May, भैया जी is coming to theatre near you. आप लोग जाइए 24 मई को अपने
जाके भैया जी को देखिए।
भैया जी को देखिए। इस तरह की फिल्म जो आपका मनोरंजन करेगी। मैंने बहुत कम फिल्में की हैं, कहानियाँ ज़्यादातर की हैं, लेकिन मनोरंजन वाली फिल्म बहुत कमाल की फिल्म बनी है। मेरी ज़िंदगी की 100वीं फिल्म है और मैं जानता हूँ कि 100वीं फिल्म में हम आपको निराश नहीं, हम आपको ऐसी खुशी देंगे जिससे कि आप नाच पड़ेंगे।
Super, beautiful.
चवन्नियाँ उड़ाएंगे।
Thank you and can't wait to watch it. Thank you so
Rohit.
much for joining this interview.
you,
I was
Rohit.
most excited when I heard you'll be.
I'm so
a
glad.
part of
I'm so glad. See, this is what I appreciate at the end of the day, that people are glad to meet me.
it. Yeah.